Welcome to Speed Gaming 4. This is the Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring 2020 tournament. We've got PapaFoiz versus Phoenix in the odd stage. Joining me on commentary tonight is Tyrannus. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good out here to support my pod mates.
Yeah, good to see that. So we do have a 4 Forced with Nuns party, so that's why you see this maybe a bit unconventional party, to say at least. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they came to me earlier asking for the 4 Forced, and a lot of our pod went with it. It seemed like a lot of fun.
it's definitely like a pretty high variance setting, but if you just like the chaos, then yeah, it can be a lot of fun.
Looking at the match list, we weren't the only ones thinking that. I saw quite a few other pods doing it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely popular. A lot of people just like to go crazy with the settings, so I'm glad it was an optional flag because some people seem to enjoy it. So the Blursings, that thief did roll some vitality, some extra vitality, so that will be very helpful later on in the game in Topher. The other Blursings are pretty uninteresting, although the White Mage rolled Thief Luck, so a little bit better run chance as the game goes on. But yeah, other than that, pretty much you got what you see.
The extra bit on the Thief is a big thing. Usually with the Thief, the big thing you're looking for is to get your HP high enough to survive that nuke and nuclear. And with the extra bit, we should get that no problem.
Yeah, definitely. Probably end up like in the 500s, maybe even low 600s, depending on how high they go. And you did get black and white magic access as well, so like this party's actually probably pretty solid for a 4 forced party.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, definitely.
I hope PapaFoiz is happy with it. His one other race so far was the one against me, and we got a black belt, which I know is not what he was hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, black belts kind of just trivialize the game, you know?
You either love him or hate him in a lot of cases, and I certainly understand why a lot of people don't necessarily enjoy that method of play.
Yeah. Alright, and we're off. So it looks like got some decent swords, but I don't remember actually which ones the thief can equip early on. The thief really can't do much until they promote.
Let's see, we got fast for dark magic, and that was about it. White magic, we're looking at cure 3, harm, and wall, and soft, all pretty useful, but that harm will get them started.
Yeah, on these flags, harm is when the white mage is casting it specifically is able to damage any enemy. Normally, it only works against undead, so it's kind of a balance change that's really helped the white mage, be more competitive.
Look at that. Not often you see a seed that doesn't go to Garland first.
Yeah, I guess they looked at that magic and did not like what they saw, so maybe gonna check out level 2 magic.
Yeah, it looks like Phoenix was going for it. I like PapaFoiz's play here, though, of sticking next to the town and getting that level, and I assume he's going to go to the end here and get his spell charges back, get a couple extra charges.
Yeah, does get another encounter here, but should be able to get out. Yeah, I do like that play as well.
Just with such a slow start. Phoenix already picking up a fast hammer, and that's going to give him 2 options for casting that fast. Just in case late game we get into Topher and end up knocking out your black mage.
Like like there's a decent amount of early encounters here in the encounter table, so it's a little bit annoying for overworld traversal. Especially early on, you don't have those save items to be able to skip them.
Free pro ring and Toph, that ain't bad to see.
Yeah.
That ice armor won't be bad either, assuming we find promotion. Generally with a thief comp, you're gonna hit promotion usually.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't do much unless you find Massa somewhere. It's pretty hard. And this thief also rolled the malice is you cannot wear opal or like gold bracelets, so no bracelets. So if you want to wear any armor, you pretty much have to promote.
Oof, that's a rough shot. White mage goes down against those pirates.
Yeah, only 8 HP. You know, you kind of maybe want to take one level just to get a little bit.
Made it through. What's Bicky got for us today? What the pirates got?
Canoe. So now the question is, do you go to Crescent Lake or do you backtrack and go to Marsh?
With what I've seen so far, I do not want to see that river system. Oh, that's a rough wipe to Garland.
Yeah. I mean, this party just doesn't have much damage right now.
It really doesn't. This play to head over and get level 2 magic looks like it may have been the right one in this case. Certainly paying off so far.
Yeah, did we see what magic they had there yet? Looks like, okay, looks like they had Lit 3 and Temper, Fire 2, so something decent to kill Garland with.
For sure. And I suppose that's one more reason we won't be seeing the river system just yet, because he still needs to go back and kill Garland.
Yeah. I mean, at this rate, Phoenix is going to kill Garland before PapaFoiz.
Certainly looking that way. Garland's not going to stand up long, assuming he has a charge or two of that Lit 3.
Like, maybe PapaFoiz here is opting to grind a few more imps, maybe get another level.
Maybe get 1 or 2 more spell charges. I see Phoenix's Thief's already over 100 HP.
Yeah, that vitality doing work. Okay, Papa looks like he's just gonna head over to provoke a give up on Garland for now, which seems like it was the right call by Phoenix.
Yeah, put him a minute or 2 behind. Won't be bad. I'm sure this seed still has plenty of horrors ahead of us.
Cremate. Okay, so Garland had cremate. That's probably what was causing some problems.
Definitely not what you're looking to see when you have no offense.
Yeah, no offense and no HP. That's rough. Alright, so we got a ship and an Oxiel. So, possibly an early sea trip, but with the canoe already as well, you know, this is once they find the canal, they're gonna have a ton of options.
Yeah, that's not the kind of seed I like. I like something nice and linear where I can follow the breadcrumbs. Once you open it up and you just have access to everything, it's too much.
Yeah, I mean, just give them a floater too. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Just really set them free.
Alright, level 3 magic, you got warp, which is always nice to see. Not really too much else there.
Yeah, the lock's not a bad pickup. We don't see it as much as we used to. Oh, look at that. Cure 4 and Heal 3 both. That's a nice level for the white mage.
Yeah, probably won't be using many heal potions this game. Alright, you got Brack there. But yeah, other than that, level 4 magic, kind of a bust. Ooh, that is a very expensive ruby. 37k.
We're going to be hoping for an airship so that we hopefully don't need that.
Yeah, that's definitely a pretty big grind wall if that ends up being required here. But they have the canoe, so they could potentially raid like the Volcano Armory, get some money. So they might be able to get that before they head out of the inner sea.
Just a question of when that's going to be. Is this going to be our canal? Are we already going to be out?
Yeah, I find usually when you get the canoe early on, it's because the game is going to force you to go over there to go get your access to the outer sea. But we'll see.
Even if we have to do ice, it ain't that bad. We did pick up that warp spell.
Yeah, definitely warp shortens that dungeon quite a bit. Phoenix opting to check some of these greed chests here. Gets a nice... Oh, a katana +4. Wow.
Well rewarded for it.
That is quite the pickup for this party. Yeah, now we really want to promote. So, gonna want to find that tail. Just watch, it'll be loose somewhere.
Alright, the loose aren't so bad this year. Limiting the loose to just a couple of dungeons, I'm not a loose person. Loose is not my thing. I know some runners love it, but limiting it to some dungeons, just a handful, makes it less painful.
Yeah, it definitely helps. I mean, with only 2 loose, you know, if you opened it up to everything, it would really just be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. So, definitely glad it was constrained a little bit. Alright, so far, I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't really seen anything nasty here in Marsh. So that's all. The stream just died.
Appears to be a minor technical difficulty.
Gonna be a minute. He's resyncing the audio.
Okay. Alright. It does look like we are back.
Looks like we picked up the cube when we were down there.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Where was the cube?
I believe that's what he picked up down
In Marsh?
in Marsh, yes.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so that's not immediately useful. We still gotta figure out a way to get out of the inner sea here. Alright. Cheap-ish tents. That's always nice to find.
Expensive gold
47K.
bracelets.
Yeah. That is gonna put a hole in your wallet there.
Fade at level, what is that? 6? 6.
Yeah, it's level 6, so probably. I mean, I guess you could buy it if you had money. You might get a few charges. You do have a white mage, so.
There's your decision to make. You just picked up the TNT. Are you walking back to dwarves or are you going to ice?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely just try to grind a few warp charges here and then head over to ice. It's so like such a long way to get all the way to Ice Cave from Dwarf Cave. It's like pretty much the exact opposite side of the map.
I don't know. I've always been a never ice person, but oh,
Yeah, that's a long walk.
it really is. And if you get that boat, and if it does turn out to be the canal, so you go out and it turns out, oh, ice was the airship all along, then you're suffering for it.
Yeah. I guess they do have the boat though, so it's a little bit faster to get to Ice Cave, or not Ice Cave, to Dwarf Cave. We don't have to walk on land, and the speedboat's pretty fast, so it's actually not too bad to go to Dwarf Cave here. But it looks like Phoenix did find Peds on Power Cycle or something like very close to it. So gonna grind some levels here.
Yeah, with those extra levels, ice might not be so bad. You might be right with that warp charges.
Yeah, Lit 3, Harm. I mean, Harm is pretty bad even against undead. Just doesn't quite have the base damage, but you only have to get to the chests, which isn't too far.
I didn't see if that Pede did damage or if that was a death touch.
I think it was damage, but I could be wrong. I think his thief was kind of lowish, but could be wrong. Beats can hit kind of hard sometimes. Looks like Papa is making his way over to Crescent Lake as well, so we might have a little grind party here for a minute or two.
Yeah, Phoenix is getting to those teens. Probably gonna be thinking about moving on soon.
Yeah, I think around 10, definitely like 11 or 12 is pretty safe for ice. Especially if you have warp. Alright, yeah, so it looks like Phoenix actually going to head to Dwarf Cave first, which, as you can see, it's actually pretty fast to get over with the speedboat and the canoe, so... Oh, alright. The classic lazy dwarves here.
That's just free XP.
Yeah, and it's one less fetch quest you have to deal with. Oh, and we're off to our next fetch quest. Maybe we'll get a herb that turns into crystal or something. Okay, Papa here going to ice, it looks like. Or at least somewhere north. And the Caribs have ice too. That's pretty annoying.
Yeah, that's highly unpleasant, especially since he doesn't have that peed grind, so he's missing a couple levels.
Yeah, this level 6 is pretty low for going over to ice here. Level 8 or 9 would be probably the cutoff, but looks like maybe just gonna check out the armory real quick. It's kind of a popular play on these flags because the loose does tend to be here quite often. Maybe gonna check a grind tile too.
Question in chat asking about the canal stopping them from getting to the ship. When we get the canal, it actually places a bridge over the canal.
Alright, let's see what we got from the herb here. Oh, it's the floater. Alright, so skipping ice was definitely the play. Getting that floater gives us a lot of movement here.
Yeah, Fetch Quest City was well worth it and gonna have a big ol' XP boost from all the fetch quests and being able to go see the old man on the Earth Island and all that.
So you pretty much have the entire world open now that you got the floater. I guess you can't really quite finish Earth or Sky, but you got pretty much everything else. So I'm not sure where I would head. Maybe, I guess the standard play is probably go over to Sarda, which seems to be where Phoenix is headed.
Yeah, you want your free item from Sarda, but then probably Ice?
Yeah.
If you don't have to do the river system, it's not that bad, and he has the warp, so why not?
Yeah, I think I would probably head over there with Warp. It's pretty fast with Warp, and you're right, kind of in the neighborhood. But doesn't look like he's interested for now. Right, level 5 exit and life. Not bad. Not sure if they already had life too. Let me double check our notes here.
Don't believe so?
Yeah, I think that was the first... Yeah, that's the first life spell, so that's very nice to pick up.
PapaFoiz just seeing how evil those gargoyles can be.
Yeah. Mute is not a fun spell.
Sleep, dark, mute, they just had it all.
Yeah, those AoEs that just waste your time always feel just like, man, I'd rather you just like quad X. I just want to check these chests and get out of here.
Phoenix choosing to do these Cardia checks. I don't hate this. You get that early airship. If you find a loose in here, it's great. And even if you don't, you can pick up some good treasure early.
Yeah, I mean, if you're flying over the islands, it's like, I mean, why not? It's pretty fast. But you may have to come back here eventually when you find the tail, so could potentially have to double dip this area, but
Picking up that Harm 3 stick for his trouble, that White Mage will never have to cast Harm again.
yeah, Harm 3 is pretty good for the White Mage there. Not seeing anything on Papa's side, but it's a little bit hard to follow both at the same time there.
Looks like he's leveling on these nightmares. He's taken this a couple times now.
Yeah, they rolled like looks like super low on HP, so it's it's not the worst.
Yeah, get him a couple early levels that he missed out on by not doing the peds. Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah, it looks like they got like 100, 110 HP or something, so that's pretty low. Yeah, and he's just gonna warp out of here. Maybe he got some money. Maybe he's thinking about how to get that ruby, because that thing was still out there. But with the floater, it's kind of a moot point, so...
Everyone into the volcano.
Yeah, it is a party in the volcano. I think it's gonna be pretty tough for either of these players to actually kill Carry right now, but yeah, let's see how far Phoenix wants to dive here.
Yeah, I'd agree. I probably would not be looking at a carry fight just yet. Our tracker pointing out it would have been an easy fight if they had bought level 1 hold. Carry is vulnerable to status elements, that is true.
Yeah, you just have to land it. That is still a tricky thing.
That is always fun if you happen to have Confuse or Hold or any of that stuff. Gotta love having that old Confuse staff, but we have shuffled all of our magic weapons.
Looks like Papa is headed deeper. Interesting play. I'm not sure what the plan is for Carry, or if he's just going to warp all the way out. With the warp charges, he could potentially just warp out. I don't know if he has more charges. I think he might have used a house or something like that before going back in.
He did use a house before going back in. I'm not sure what his maximum charges at this point are, though.
Okay.
Well, there's the money.
That is a nice chunk of change. Alright, checking the trap tile here, getting unrunnable wizards. Not really what you want to see, but looks like Lit 3 will take care of them. Alright, more nightmares.
There go the nightmares. Suddenly a little bit less of a pushover.
Yeah. That definitely feels bad. Oh, there's a rod in Ice Cave, so definitely a dive required, and a flame +2, but still cannot actually equip that yet.
So Earth Cave probably on the table next. Lich we actually should be able to take out no problem.
Yeah, Lich is definitely not gonna have much of a chance unless he's got some really nasty skills. I don't believe anybody has actually found a ribbon yet, worth noting. Opting to check these chests down here. Pretty sure he does have warp, so maybe we'll see him warp out after this.
Nah, he's gonna hit at least 1 or 2 more checks on the way out.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I probably would have just like warped out after the incentive, but people do like to check chests.
I'm sure, like you were saying, they do want at least 1 ribbon, but I'm sure they'd be happier finding 2.
Yeah. Oh, there's this. Oh, there's a second katana and a ribbon. That, all right. That is a pretty big pickup.
Yeah, that katana will handle his money problems too, usually.
As you, oh, I think he's gonna go sell it, right? Yeah, that's what he's doing. Okay, yeah. I'll sell for, give him about 16, 17k there. He's got enough money to buy one of those 47k gold bracelets.
It goes with the ruby instead. We've already seen Sarda, but you never know. That loose could be in there.
Yeah, I did see one match was decided by Titan's Trove, so having the loose. So yeah, don't forget about it.
Yeah, you get an early airship like this, it's entirely possible for a runner to just completely overlook it.
It looks like PapaFoiz has ran into some unrunnable wizards here, and his black mage is down. So this is, you know, actually a little bit scary. And at best, it's a big waste of time. Well, for that ruby, we turned it into a 37k pro ring, effectively.
Hey, that's a 37k pro ring and 5% experience. I'll take it.
This is true. Don't discount the experience gains you get from those key items, because it does start to add up quite a bit. Papa checking the vanilla incentive chest in Volcano. That's probably one of my least favorite chests to check, because you have to go through so many extra trap tiles here.
Yeah, I've been pretty happy not to have to check it. But, hey, it could be the loose tonight. It's worth checking.
More unrunnable wizards. Yeah, Phoenix just gonna go for it here, and Earth. His party is pretty well equipped for Earth, so he shouldn't really have too much trouble, especially with that ribbon he just got, and also having probably 1 or 2 casts of life at this point.
Yeah, Earth should be simple. There's always that off chance that something in here is crazy and has nuke or something, but other than that, it should be okay.
You recall where he got that Harm 3 stick? Because that thing has just been really doing work for him.
I'm pretty sure that was up in the Cardia Islands.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And yeah, that's given the white mage something much better to do than cast regular harm.
Alright, some more unrunnable enemies for Papa here on his way to the vanilla incentive. And they look to be extremely evasive. 3
Ooh.
hits, 3 damage. That is not what you want to see.
I'm just really scared about Carrie after making it through this.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the Invis 2 item that he's casting, so if he's able to get that up, and, you know, the Thief does already have some, 80 evasion, just base evasion, so maybe if Carrie is punch happy, he can get through, but he also just doesn't have much way to stack damage, so...
Meanwhile, Phoenix with the cheeky, greedy check of the vanilla incentive chest and Earth finds an Opal Cheerio.
That is a pretty nice pickup. Can't actually equip it onto the Thief, but that's great for the White Mage.
Okay, a temper helm. We have 2 temperers now. Why not?
Yeah, the item magic coming up pretty big in this one, looks like, so far.
For sure. I mean, you have fast and temper. What? You can't ask for too much more than that, since I'm pretty sure we have things like fade and nuke turned off.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely high rolling in this one.
Fade, temper, harm 3. It doesn't get much better.
Alright, so Papa rocking a Scimitar +1. I don't think he has Temper, so yeah, this is going to be a very difficult fight for him. Up already down, up Fear strats. Not healing the Thief here, and that is damage poison, and that is a wipe for Papa.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, that it would have some of those Tiamat spells and such in there.
Yeah, the kind of one silver lining, I don't actually think he found much that is like immediately useful there. So he can come back here at like late game levels. He already knows the loose isn't there. So he just has to come back and kill Carrie later on.
Agreed, there's no need to repeat what he had already did in there. Meanwhile, Phoenix running on up on our Lich. I'm sure this probably won't be more than a speed bump as usual.
Knock on wood. He does have a ribbon though, so this is pretty much impossible for him to lose this fight.
Papa spends all that money on his ruby, as it looks like he's about to do the fetch quest chain that's going to lead to the floater, and then realize, oh, I guess I probably don't need the ruby.
Yeah, it's gonna feel a little bit bad, but he will get the floater. So, you know, at least you have the floater, right?
Yep, and you were already there in the town, so you may as well buy it.
Papa just slicing down that dwarf there.
There goes that promotion. Phoenix about to put that katana to work, get all of his armor upgrades. That's a big one with this party.
Oh, so the tail was in Earth, huh?
The tail was in Earth. Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a huge boost to his party. He's got tons of gear. So he can even go start learning some more black magic, although I don't know if there was anything really worth going back shopping for.
No, I don't think you're right. Maybe the saber, if you don't feel like getting a saber bonk.
Yeah. Alright, so level 7 magic, in Gaia at least, not looking too interesting. Gonna restock on some heal pots here and check out what the fairy has. I'm gonna guess a slab because that's pretty much the most annoying place for it to be.
Nobody ever wants to do the slab.
Yeah. Alright, we got a crystal. It's not too bad. So for go mode, we still need a loot, a key, and a chime. So I don't believe we've actually seen a loose yet. So Sea Shrine is kind of starting to, get pretty high on my radar here for having some kind of loose that might be required. Oh, there's a
Yeah.
chime off the crystal.
With our knowledge that it's not in fire, definitely.
Phoenix opting to park his floater a little bit in the southern area here. It's an interesting parking spot.
Yeah, he was just checking that encounter zone and looking for a potential, a T-Rex or something.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I mean, you might want to get a bit more levels than normal on a party like this. Oh, hey, there's a T-Rex. So far, I think it's got at least about 400 HP, so not super low. Oh, big hit, 600, so it's got no more than 1,000 or so HP, but probably gonna take a few fights here and then go into to Sky. Interesting. Looks like Phoenix might actually be trying to dan off some party members here. Alright, so Papa making his way to Cardia. He's gonna get that harm 3 stick, which is pretty good. Probably wishes he had it a little bit earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, I think really after this, like I'm not sure where Papa's gonna go, but he definitely needs to get some levels because you really only have like Ordeals and Waterfall for him that are viable options right now. So gonna want to get some more levels until he gets that rod that'll allow him to get the tail out of Earth.
Yeah, no, that's... Where was the rod again?
It was in ice, I believe. So he's pretty far away from ice right now.
Yeah, but he's in the air. And he's
I mean, that's
definitely got
true.
the levels now that he'd be able to go back there as opposed to the first time.
Papa gonna go do the bottle turn in. Get his, I believe it was the chime, right?
Yes.
Silver +4. I mean, you already have a katana, and I don't think you can really equip any of this other stuff. But I guess the falchion is slightly better. But yeah, silver +2. You know, kind of on a budget this game. The gold bracelets were like 47k, so not bad to pick those up. Alright, Phoenix seems to be happy with his levels. I think he ended up close to 20, somewhere around there.
Yes, the Black Mage and the Thief hit 20.
Okay. Alright, the thief still only has about 380 HP, so definitely want to get probably at least another 150 or so HP before going into Topher. But it's good he's got knowledge of that T-Rex there. Man, that was a big hit out of the katana there. Takes out
Yeah,
that
he's already
voodoo.
hitting like a truck.
Yeah. Yeah, these unrunnable chimeras here, these guys can be pretty tanky sometimes. Not the best magic for dealing with them, but yeah, you should be able to get through this without dying. Just kind of
You
a
just don't want to
slow
see a
fight.
lot of them.
Yeah. Alright, Papa is headed into ice, so that's gonna get him his rod, which should lead him to the tail, which is definitely gonna make him happy that he can equip all of this amazing gear that he's been collecting. I'm guessing he probably won't go all the way to the end to get that ribbon, though.
I'd agree with that. Watching quite a few of the races, I've seen that it's, I don't know, fairly popular to grab those extra chests, but feeling behind, probably not.
Yeah, generally if I'm looking to grab chests, I just do it in Sky because the density is just like really, really high. But yeah, the 6 chest, especially in Ice, can be pretty quick to go down there and pick up.
Or C, since he has the knowledge of Volcano being empty.
Yeah. That was the seafood party platter tile there in Sky. I never really like seeing that tile. It's always scary.
It is. It's you don't want to see it early, especially. You have
Yeah.
3 different kinds of enemies. You never know which one's gonna have something for you.
Yeah, lobsters are just always bad. Alright, so Papa is continuing here, at least a little bit in ice. We'll see how far he goes. We still need a key and a loot, and I don't believe we found... Okay, there's the key, so we still need a loot. And I don't think we found either loose yet, so I think there's still a saber gauntlet and a roost stick out there somewhere as well. So, decent chance that there's at least some chance that there's just no loose required in this one. And with some of this good item magic, you know, you might be able to just skip the saber and the roost stick completely here and not be too punished for it.
So what do we got left? We have Waterfall and the 2 loose.
Yeah, and it looks like Papa just ran into some wraiths with Blizzard, killing his 2 mages, so he might not check these chests here. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully he does, because there's a ribbon right around the corner here. The thief just failed a run against 3 wizards.
You hate to see it. It's your one job.
Oh, it looks like he's just going to opt to get out, which I don't blame him for in this spot here with your party members all dead. But yeah, that is tragic. He's going to miss out on that ribbon.
No giant walking robots today. Sad.
We got one more opportunity. But yeah, you love to see it. Opting to power up the thief here, or the ninja I should say. Already hitting pretty hard.
Yeah, two hits more, something like that.
Yeah, I would just toss out a Brack there. Looks like he picked the Bane. A little bit less accurate. Alright, big hit there, 800 damage. Down goes Tia 1. That is Phoenix's 2nd orb. So we're probably going to see him just head on over to C, or maybe not. Where is he going? There, turn in? Or Volcano. Okay, Volcano. Unfortunately, we know that there is nothing important here, so if he does full clear it, then it's just going to be a little bit of a time loss, but Volcano's pretty fast.
Yeah, and I was actually just looking and thinking about something. We don't have the canal yet. I'm not sure about the because I know we have a new way of items being placed. I still think canal has to be in the inner sea. I know the ship doesn't, but I think the canal does.
I think this question was asked in the last stream that I did, and I think Dangwu said that it doesn't have to be in the inner sea, that basically anything can be anywhere. So,
and Pickles and Beer is confirming that to be the case. Okay, so I guess it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. So, yeah, at this point, you really don't want to see the canal. It's just completely useless.
Right, because that's what led me to thinking is that we hadn't seen ordeals either yet. So I was like, what's the 4th item? What's the 4th item? Oh yeah, canal.
Yeah. So Phoenix making his way through this puzzle here. Using warp. Warp's definitely really nice to have for ordeals. Saves a lot of time getting whammy pillared. You can just warp right back to where you were. gonna say no to the Zombols. He does have pretty good levels at this point. Zombols are decent experience, but we already know where the T-Rex is, so no need.
Yeah, if he finds himself wanting levels at the end, he knows exactly where to go for them.
Yeah. Alright, Papa picking up his tail. I'm sure he's very happy to see that. Slab into loot. That is a thought.
It's certainly not the thought that our players are hoping for.
Yeah. I mean, it could be slab into canal.
Okay, that would be even worse.
Yeah. Saber. I mean, like Reese said, you do have, I think, what, they got like 2 temper items? I think he probably save and quit right outside though, so you might as well just keep it.
Yeah, you have exit. It costs you the couple of seconds for the fanfare.
Papa taking on Lich. Pretty, Alright, that's a big hit there. Should not be lasting too much longer. Probably just this turn. Alright, yep. Papa taking down Lich 1, lighting his first orb. Probably gonna go promote and equip all that amazing gear. Alright, looks like Phoenix might be having to maybe do some like... No. Okay, there he goes. He's back.
I'm sure that was a very important text message.
Yes. I think Waterfall is our last incentivized location, right? I don't think there's anything else. I mean, I guess there's technically the slab turn in, but it's effectively the last option for finding the loot here.
Yeah, if it ain't the loot and it ain't the slab, then you're going looking for loose.
Yeah. But like you said earlier, at least there's not too many places that loot can be at this point. It's probably just in C, or whatever is loose is probably just in C.
Probably. But we do have the key. It could be in a key lock somewhere.
That is true as well. Oh, looks like Papa found the T-Rex here, so he's probably going to take a few levels. Yeah, that +4 katana is just no joke. +3 pro cape. Nice find. Was that like 11 absorb? Definitely gonna grab that. Oh, and it is the slab. So the fetch quest continues.
That's rough too, because now it's like you don't want to go do it right now, but your other choice is to full clear C.
Yeah, that is a tough call. Like it's not actually very fast to do the slab turn in, so it's just kind of pick your poison. Like I'd probably just head into C, considering I'm right here, and there's only like a 1 in 3 chance that it's the slab turn in, but it looks like Phoenix is gonna go for the slab turn in and just come back.
Meanwhile, all of us fans just sitting here on the other side are being like, it's gonna be the canal, right? The canal? Yeah.
Yep, all the mean people are just rooting for the canal right now, but that's that's just average Twitch chat.
I mean, they were asking for a dumpster fire.
This has really not been too bad, especially for a 4 forest with nuns. Like this is not that bad.
That's true. We haven't seen a whole bunch of nasty enemies, at least.
Yeah.
The early floater into the harm 3 stick, I think, saved them from quite a bit of pain.
Yeah, definitely. The harm 3 stick came up big, and it is our loot, so that saves us from having to dig out both loose. That's quite nice, although that does mean you're missing out on the Roos stick, but they have Invis 2, I think, or at least Papa had an Invis 2 cast item.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Invis 2 and Invis 1 items, so you can deal without Ruse.
Yeah.
Especially with a thief. I mean, that thief gets a base evasion so much that it can be alright.
Yeah. Phoenix taking another T-Rex steak right there.
I mean,
Honestly,
if it's gonna spawn in front of you.
Yeah, you just like you gotta eat it. Yeah, so that does put Phoenix into go mode here. So he has 1 ribbon, pretty good gear, fast tempers, saber, like definitely a pretty solid party here. But the thief still doesn't quite have, it's like okay on HP. It's at least above a nuke roll, but still a little bit flimsy with a three-man party here.
Wouldn't be too surprised to see him go back to those T-Rexes for a couple of levels now that he has all of his key items.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's interested in really checking any more chests or any greed chests. So just gonna go straight to carry. Just 700 damage casually with no temper buffs. Easy. So that leaves just Sea Shrine for Phoenix. I can't imagine that it's going to put up much more of a fight.
No, it shouldn't. And then we'll be on to those Fiend 2s, and those might.
Yeah, those, oh, zap in the overworld and did not save, so going all the way back to Volcano. A little bit of a frustrating experience, but not a catastrophe.
Yeah, at least he got the save after killing Carrie.
Yeah, that would have been pretty unfortunate.
Of course, it does just go to show how nice it would be to have that second ribbon.
Yeah, let me, like, I don't recall exactly where Wall was, but I don't, oh, it was actually level 1, so, you know, that's pretty good. If you just cast Wall and then you don't get turn ordered, you should be able to get it up on the Thief pretty much every time. Honestly, with unlimited harm 3, you can pretty much just kill any fiend as long as it doesn't, like, high roll your white mage on with nuke or nuclear. Because they have Cure 4, and they got tons of evasion stacking, so you could practically solo with a white mage.
Might be a little slower than you'd want to do in a race, but yeah, it'll get you there in most cases. They got the Cure 4 charges for it too, so yeah.
So not opening any real greed chests here, just straight to the bosses. But getting slowed down by this unrunnable here. Like Papa's black mage went down. I don't know if that was just these vampires that killed it or whether he's just keeping it dead.
I think it
Looks
was
like
the vampires. They hit pretty hard.
yeah, they definitely can crit and just one shot your poor black mage. We got Kraken 1 here, just throwing out a fire 2. I don't think that's going to be it. I'm just gonna power up the thief and let him probably. Oh, okay. That's only what, like 300 damage. Probably not getting too many crits there. All right, another temper, arm. Probably dead right here, right? Yep, 681. Down goes Kraken 1. And that means we have 4 orbs and gonna head right on over to Topher unless he wants to do a little bit of a grind for some more levels. So at this point, I think a lot of people just head into Topher. You know, it's a race. You feel like you need every second. Oh, and there's these lovely Zap Sabers.
That Zap is just not kind today.
Yeah. At least you got that ribbon, though, which unfortunately I don't think Papa has found a ribbon. He just barely missed out on that one in ice. But he does have wall, so you can kind of limp along with wall. Picks up his key, so he just needs to get on over to the waterfall, get his slab, and translate it, and then go all the way to Lefane. And then he will be in go mode.
Will he make that play, or will he dive C looking for the loose first?
Yeah, he'll probably dive C and get his canal.
It's just such a place for that tablet to be and leave you with that choice, because either way, you just fear it's going to be the wrong one.
Yeah, it's both options pretty bad. Flame
I
plus
think
4.
Phoenix's was right overall, just because full clearing C takes some serious time, but it still feels bad.
Yeah, I kind of like to go with like the halfway mark when you just do Kraken side, kill Kraken, and then do the slab turn in. But I don't know. There's lots of different ways you can play it, and probably you're just gonna get kind of screwed by RNG sometimes, and you just have to deal with it.
Yep. Welcome to randomizers.
Yep. All right, so he's already made his way to Lich 1 here, or Lich 2 rather. Let's see if Lich 2 is packing a little more heat than Lich 1. I don't think we saw Warmack on Papa's side, sadly. Okay, I think that was 10 hits, 700 damage or so. Yeah, Lich 1, or Lich 2 rather, is getting evaporated by that katana. Alright, you're going to put the Black Mage in front, sacrificing it to carry 2 potentially here. But yeah, that ninja not super high on HP, and you can just res the black mage right after this. So
Yeah, I don't hate it. You have life. Should be alright. If he gets knocked down, no big deal.
yeah, that was a big hit there. Yeah, this katana +4 is really just making this Topher look easy. Alright. This is kind of the first real test here with Kraken 2. Let's see if he's got anything a little bit more complicated.
Some days Kraken 2 is just going to do Kraken 2 things.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna put our Black Mage in the front again. Alright, we're gonna fast wall like that and saber.
Anything but the white mage.
Yep, oh, that is a big hit there onto the ninja, but we do have Cure 4, so... Oh, tornado! Oh no! You hate to see it. Yeah, so that ninja there just a little bit low on HP for Topher, so... Got bad turn order there and just got taken out. Opting to just instantly reset. I don't blame him. Hadn't done any damage to Kraken 2, but thankfully he's still in the lead here. Got some time to work with.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I would have expected the thief to have a little bit more HP with double vit bonus.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm always disappointed by Black Belt Vitality. I always think it's going to be higher than it is. I don't really know what the actual numbers are with Black Belt Vitality.
Yeah, the problem with the fighter strength, black belt vitality, my understanding of it is that it's just their gains, not their actual starting numbers. So if your thief starts with 5 vit or whatever, he's still starting at 5 and he's just gaining more.
I see.
Which is extra bad on vit considering it's adds to your HP every level. So if you're starting low, then but sure you have a lot by later, but it doesn't really add up to those big HP you see on the real tanks.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like 4 or 5 more levels, you probably feel a lot more comfortable, but that would take a decent amount of time. I mean, the T-Rex is giving a lot of HP, or a lot of XP, but yeah, I don't blame people for just wanting to go into Topher and just chance it. Kind of unlucky there with the back line into the tornado, and that tornado rolled pretty high as well. So
For sure.
Papa,
It is a race. That other player is always on your heels in your mind.
yeah. Looks like Papa is translating his slab first, and so that is good news for him.
Yeah, Papa will be getting the good news that he just has to walk through water and walk through fire and also be in Topher.
Yeah, Lich 2 apparently has nuke. Did not see that the first time, but thankfully we have life.
That
Going
is
through all these
one
heal
less
pots
nuke
here.
in the pool.
Yeah, that you know, if you see nuke, you want to see it on Lich just to get it out of the pool.
You know it's going to be a 1 or 2 turn fight. It's not something that's going to drag out and have you see it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, and if you do wipe, it's about as quick of a wipe as you can have, so. Alright, so it looks like we're kind of going the same strats here, just power up the ninja. Lit 2, kind of irrelevant. Quad X, free turn. Ten hits for, look like about almost 1,000 damage, and there goes carry 2. So hopefully we can get some better luck here on Kraken. Alright, gonna heal our party up a little bit. Sacrifice Black Mage. We got a fast. Looks like a tornado to start with this time. Alright, hopefully we don't see a nuke or nuclear, because that would be pretty disastrous. Oh, and I cursed. Oh. Alright, so
That's an ugly Kraken today.
yeah, Kraken did miss somehow, so we still have a chance. We are up. We don't have Ruse, which, you know, we do got the Invis and Invis 2, so still have some chance to stack evasion, just not quite as quickly. So yeah, another big problem here is Phoenix only has 10 heal pots because he was opting to use heal pots instead of heal 3 or cure 4 earlier. So, oh, and we run into an iron golem. So yeah, good luck. Invis 2, zap, miss. I don't know if he moved the ribbon. Did you see that?
I did not see.
Oh, it looked like that fire 3 hit for 33 damage, so 37. So yeah, he must have moved it. Alright. So far, Tia playing pretty nice here. Big hit, 600 damage. Ink, not gonna do anything. And down goes Tia 2. Alright. He's still got pretty good health here. He just needs to get to chaos. With his
He did not move that ribbon, apparently.
Oh, he did not?
The resist was just from his ice armor.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a little lucky there with that zap missing.
Hey, it missed the one time it mattered.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna try to get our evasion up here. And looks like chaos punching, not doing anything. Want more punching because that ninja's already, I believe, at max evasion.
Yeah,
Another
looks
miss.
like Chaos has the it's like Kraken mode, just attack.
Yeah. Does have spells though, but seems to not want to use them. All right, so 425, not great, but let's see what that saber did. All right, 814. So yeah, Chaos here on the ropes needs to come up with something real quick. Swirl, that is scary, but not enough. Phoenix terminated, takes down Chaos and wins this race. Finishes.
GG. That man mode ninja was great. Love seeing that.
Yeah, no, that was definitely very impressive there. Well done. And he only had like 7 heal pots going into Tia 2, so yeah, somehow got through all of that. Yeah, it looks like Papa has forfeited. Don't blame him. You know, he still had a lot left there, and you know, he gave it a good shot, but that early game, that volcano dive, I think really just kind of penalized them pretty heavily. Just didn't quite have what he needed to get through volcano at that point.
Agreed. That's just a sore point. That happens to all of us from time to time. You just go in, you try to take down the boss because you don't want to walk it back out, and sometimes it just goes the wrong way.
Looks like Phoenix is in the waiting room and will be joining us shortly. Let me see if I can find it looks like, yeah. Oh, and we're joined by Phoenix. GG.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks.
So, you sweating a little bit there at the end?
Yeah, that Kraken 2 was pretty rude.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did kind of curse you there. I was like, well, hopefully he doesn't have a nuke or nuclear. It's like, oh.
Appreciate the commentary curse. Well done.
Hey, you did eventually make it through there, so.
How happy were you not to need any looses today?
You know, that was nice. I took a second to think whether I was going to go Volcano or in Sea Shrine or take a risk and go Waterfall and Ordeals. And you know, Ordeals didn't work out, but Waterfall did, so it was quite nice.
So when you got the slab, did you think at all about maybe going into sea first, or like how did you make that decision to go do the slab translation and turn in?
It was a bit of a risk. I figured the turning in the slab is probably less time than opening boxes, so especially if it happened to have been Mermaid's side, so it paid off. It could have been disastrous, but got lucky on this time.
Yeah, there's definitely not any great options there. It's just kind of flip a coin and hope for the best. What did you think about this this party that you guys rolled in the Four Forests?
Certainly wasn't the worst party that could have come up from a 4-force. It actually wasn't too bad. Start was a little bit slow with the magic, but thankfully it wasn't too terrible. Lucking into that katana +4 early was nice, along with an early tail.
Yeah, that was pretty big. That katana just hitting like a truck in Topher there.
Yeah, we felt like that was a big find, and of course that harm 3 stick as soon as you got in the air it certainly improved your AoE quite a bit.
Yeah, the spells were really garbage. If it wasn't actually for the items, like this would have been a really hard seed.
Yeah, item magic gave you everything you could have wanted. What did you have there? You had fast, you had temper, you had harm 3.
Yeah, I certainly would not have been able to solo T2 and Chaos without that good item magic.
GG to you. Congratulations on joining 1-0.
Yeah. So when do you guys play?
We should actually set that up at some point.
Yeah, we probably should.
Probably sometime next week we'll get that set up, and then at some point one of us will be Dead Pulse's first victim.
And the whole pod's putting that off as best we can.
Well, somebody else is making out of the pod, so definitely. I think your guys' race is looking like it's going to be a very important one.
Yeah, definitely going to be a challenging race.
They always are.
We're probably going to end up with like 4 white mages as our party.
Or just solo thief.
Yeah, Will Bloodworth style.
Yep.
I was this close to saying we should just set that up, but no, I think 4 randoms is fine.
All right. Well, do you have any more questions for Phoenix? I think I'm good.
I think I am good. Congratulations again. It was a great race out there.
Thanks, and GG's to Papa as well.
Of course, GG's to all of our runners. Looking forward to seeing more spring tournament with everyone.
Looks like there is another race right now on RPG Limit Break, I believe. Do you have any final thoughts, Phoenix, before we wrap this up?
No, looking forward to carrying on with spring tournament. Thanks for the race crew and of course the tournament crew. And
All right. Well, it's been fun race to watch, and it's been fun doing comms. And thanks to our tracker Reese here. He's done a great job this one. And yeah, it's been a fun spring tournament, and I'm looking forward to watching some more races. I'll leave it to you to sign off, Cyrinus.
Oh no! Good night, everybody. Have fun out there, and stay safe as you're watching all these wonderful races here in our spring tournament.